So he's also, oh okay, this is different.
It just about fitted underneath the
there we go.
ramp there.
You almost rubbed the tent box on the banner there. Very well, you? Nice to meet you.
You made quite an entrance there, coming up at a different, an alternative route up the ramp here.
Was I not supposed to do that? No.
No,
no,
we're supposed to come up here.
fine.
It's fine. All good. So, very, very smart P38 shaped Range Rover. Can you tell us a bit more about it and what you've been up to with it?
It's an M57N engine out of a 2005 E60 BMW 530D, and it's made it to a 6-speed manual box out of an E53 X5.
Wow. So, yeah, was it a diesel originally or was it a V8?
Originally a 5-speed manual diesel with a 2.5 litre engine in it, just 400,000 on the clock. But everything has been restored apart from that. So.
Wow. So yeah, anyone who's driven one of these standard diesel Range Rovers will know they're not the most powerful thing on the planet. So the later 3 litre with the manual 6-speed box is probably a very nice upgrade and a bit more power under your foot.
Yeah, she's about 300 to 350 horsepower now. So yeah, she moves.
I bet, yeah, fantastic. So you've obviously got a tent box and an awning on it. So is it adventure vehicle? What do you do?
To test the engine in it, March of this year, we drove from the west of Ireland to the Arctic Circle. So 10,500 kilometres across 13 countries in 20 days it took us there and back.
Wow, so yeah, just breaking it in gently then. Just, wow, what a trip. Did you have any problems with it or was it all good?
No problems, no, I was hoping I had the tools and everything, but no issues with it, no.
It pays to be prepared, but what a gorgeous example as well. Is this original paint or has it been resprayed?
No, it was resprayed in Java Black, which is an L322 colour. I had a 08 L322 before this, and I always liked the Java Black, so when I knew I had to paint it, I did it in Java Black as well. But the paint is about 3 years old, but last year the paint finish was a little bit soft in it, so I ceramic coated it last year just to toughen up the finish on it.
Got you, an amazing job and a real nice depth of colour on that. It's got, I can see, slightly bigger BF Goodrich all-terrains on there. Can you tell us a little bit about what the suspension's doing on this?
So there's a 2-inch lift at the back, there's a 4-inch lift at the front to compensate for the heavier engine. The heavier engine, I think there was about 50 kilos in the difference, so I had to compensate for that, but it leveled it out. Then she's running Coney 4-stage adjustable shocks front and back. She came to me on coils. I would have put her on air if she was on air. I probably will put it on air at some stage, but for the trips and stuff that we have planned, we're planning to drive it, we'll say April of next year, from the west of Ireland down to Sicily, up through Albania and Montenegro, so 17 countries in the same space of time. So that's the easy trip, and then the year after then we're planning Morocco. So.
Wow, it really does get about, and I'd imagine it's, you know, a fantastic way to travel and a really comfortable expedition vehicle compared to, you know, something a bit more utilitarian.
Yeah, it's comfy, right? Yeah. So the guy who has the unit beside me back in Ireland, Rowaka Custom Interiors, he does all headlinings, seats, all of that. So I pulled out the seats and he redid the cushions. We put new carbon fibre heat pads and stuff into the seats. So all the wood trim is all from other P38s. It was a basic P38 when I got it. So just tipping away at one job at a time, the next thing you're finished. Well, you're never finished.
No, they never are finished, are they? But what an absolute stunner. It's P38s, I think, are overlooked in a lot of ways. They've got a bit of reputation, but with a bit of work and a bit of love, they can be made really special, and this is a fantastic example of that.
I agree with you, actually. We were talking about P38s the other day, and there's not many people that are choosing to do what you're doing with them. They are a good way of getting into Land Rover ownership, aren't they? You know, especially buying a diesel. Fairly economical, but deadly slow.
The straight lines in the P38, I mean, she's 24 years old. That kind of late 90s straight lines, I just think never went out of fashion. I think they look as good today as they did 20, 25 years ago, you know, so.
Absolutely, and you mentioned you've got a L322 as well, or you had one?
I had one. I sold that to finish this.
Oh, I was going to ask what the story was with that. How do they stack up sort of next to each other?
Look, I love the L322. It was a 08, it was a 3.6 TDV8 with a 6-speed ZF box. It was a great machine, but I always found myself coming back to the P38. P38. I don't know why. Just for me, driving a P38 just puts a smile on your face, you know. Whereas the L322 was lovely, and my girlfriend there, she killed me for getting rid of the L322 because she loved it. It was ivory interior, but it's just almost a little bit too easy, a little bit too comfortable, you know. So.
Okay, and of course the P38, the last generation of Range Rover to have the traditional ladder chassis and beam axles, which makes them, you know, that little bit tougher for off-road and expedition use. So combine that tough architecture with a brilliant proven engine and comfort, you've pretty much built a great all-round overlander and something that's usable every day as well.
Yeah, that was the plan, and even the side steps, they're not genuine P38, they're off an F-Pace Jaguar. It's just kind of, it's my own kind of take on a P38, you know, so yeah, I'm happy with it,
Oh, absolutely, you're right to be very proud of it. It's a real stunner, and thanks again for bringing it up and making the trip all the way over from Ireland. Have you enjoyed the show?
Absolutely, yeah, it's a great show, yeah.
Great, well, it's great to meet you, Tom. Thanks ever so much for bringing it up. Do be careful getting off the mound. Yeah, go around that way. Hopefully have a slightly more conventional route up to the mount for our next show and tell. But
it just goes to show though, doesn't it, how capable that was coming up there.
Oh, stunning car.
I've never owned a B38. I think you've owned one.
I've had one, yeah. They're really good. They are underrated.